welcome to Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia. A sellout crowd and an emotional crowd as the Arizona Cardinals, 3-5, take on the Philadelphia Eagles, who are 6-2. But Buddy Ryan has come home to Philadelphia, where he coached the Eagles for 5 years. Now the head man of the Arizona Cardinals, and bringing 6 former Eagles with him. Plenty of emotion here. And before the game, Randall Cunningham, the Eagle quarterback, had these comments while warming up on the field.
There are rumors that they put me out today. Yeah? I'm not worried. They're a great team, but if they do it fair, that's cool. It's not done fair. It's not right.
Hi, everyone. Along with Matt Millen, I'm Dick Stockton. So Randall Cunningham knows with Buddy Ryan's defense they're going to be coming at him today, Matt.
Yeah, you want to know something, and even if any of that baloney that he talked about is true or not, it doesn't make a difference, because Buddy Ryan has already gotten to Cunningham before the game's even started. And that's big, because Cunningham is the key in this game today, because Cunningham can make you miss. And if he can make that first blitzer miss, and he has an opportunity to make a big play down the field.
Cardinals are concerned with him, but what are the Cardinals are concerned when they have the ball?
Well, I think that's a gimme. I think Steve Berline's been complaining about it for the last couple of weeks, and that is we're too predictable in offense. We're running the ball way too much on first and second down, and we can't do that against a defense as good as the Philadelphia Eagles.
Steve Berline, who's gaining more and more confidence. He's got to earn it from Buddy Ryan, as the entire offensive unit must. The Cardinals are going to get their hands on the ball first. They have won the toss. Eddie Murray will be kicking off for the Eagles. Buddy Ryan coached Philadelphia for 5 years and brought the Eagles into the playoffs the last 3. Brian Hennessy, an undrafted rookie from Bucknell in Lewisburg, PA, is back deep along with Brian Reed. And this game is underway. And it's going to be Hennessy inside the 10. Brian Hennessy brings it out shy of the 30-yard line. And the Cardinals will go to work after that 22-yard return. Steve Berline, who wants to let it out a little more. He has a 48% completion percentage. And the offensive line of Louis Sharp, Ernest Dye, Ed Cunningham, the center, Ben Coleman, and Rick Cunningham on the right side. Ronald Moore, the running back. Larry Centers, Ricky Prohl, and Randall Hill, the wide receivers, and Derek Ware, the tight end. As the Cardinals start from the 29. And Ronald Moore, the leading ground gainer for the Cardinals, picks up about 3 or 4 yards. William Fuller making the tackle. The Eagles defense, and they have started the same 11 players for every game this year. Up front for the Philadelphia Eagles, they've got Fuller, Harmon, Perry, and Townsend. And then they bring some pass specialists after that. And the linebackers, Romanowski, Evans, and William Thomas. And we'll tell you about the secondary after this play. Second down and 6. The ball at the 33. Berline to throw for the first time, and Ricky Prohl makes the reception. It'll be good enough for a Cardinal first down. Mark McMillan making the tackle. So the Philadelphia defense, one of the best in the league. Perry against the run. Harmon, who has been the best all-around defensive player, and Fuller from Houston last year. Romanowski, Evans, and Thomas. Thomas has been outstanding. Eric Allen, Greg Jackson, Michael Zordich, the former Cardinal, and Mark McMillan make up the secondary for Rich Kotite's crew. First down on the 42. Here is Larry Centers. Doesn't carry the ball much, mostly used as a pass receiver. Picks up only 1 with Fuller making the tackle.
Well, I'm sorry, but the second first down and the second time they run, and you can see right here, you know, they run first down 60 to 20. You can really see this is where it really starts to hurt you. You become so predictable that on third down, you have to throw. And that's exactly what Steve Berline has been complaining about, and what Buddy Ryan has been saying, look, I don't care. I don't care if we're predictable. We've got to be good enough to do it even if they know we're going to do it.
He just doesn't want the offense to lose the game. That's his theory. Second down and 10 under the pass rush. Derek Ware the tight end, is tackled by Romanowski downfield after a gain of 8 yards.
Well, if you love defense, you're going to love today's football game because you got two of the better defenses and two of the best coordinators in the league. And what are they going to do? Look, they're going to come with the blitz. Bring Byron Evans right up inside. This is the 5th play, and this is the 4th 8-man front that the Cardinals have seen. Bud Carson is a kind of defensive coordinator that I guess if you wanted to sum him up, you'd say you don't always get what you see because he changes all kinds of different looks up.
3rd down and 2. And here is Larry Centers, and Centers should have enough for the 1st down into Eagle territory. Michael Zordich making the tackle, so basically they're going to make Steve Berline prove that he can get rid of the ball.
Yeah, and Berline's up to the task, and you want to know the biggest reason why? Because the Cardinals' offensive line has gotten better. They're finally playing like they're in sync with each other. They're finally playing like they understand the philosophy that had been put in. And to be honest with you, early on they were terrible. I mean, to a man, everybody was breaking down. But I think at the halfway mark, they've started to come together.
Both wide receivers lined up to the right. 1st down. Ronald Moore. Nothing there. And Michael Zordich, he has some thoughts about coming into this game against the Cardinals. And a loss of 2 yards for Moore.
You know, the interesting thing is you look at William Perry right there, you can see what is the difference with this Philadelphia Eagles team as opposed to last year. And I think the difference is guys like William Perry and Zordich and Greg Townsend and William Fuller, Bill Romanowski, guys who they brought in from the outside who still had play left in them, but who also were good in the locker room. See, I don't think you have that divisiveness in the locker room that you had here. I don't think there are separate agendas. I think they're here to win.
Zordich said that Buddy Ryan shook his confidence before he left for Philadelphia. 2nd and 12. Berline's pass. Larry Centers.
Great catch.
Catches the ball with Zordich in his face. He bobbled it and held onto it and has close to another 1st down. It may require a measurement.
But now one of the players that they wanted to take advantage of on that Philadelphia Eagle defense today was Michael Zordich. Because they wanted to do this exactly. They wanted to isolate him outside and get him man-to-man. And now here they get him. And I'll tell you something. Zordich plays this perfectly. But the catch is unbelievable. That's a tremendous job. Look at Zordich wrestling him. That's a tremendous job of concentration.
Buddy Ryan said if I had 11 Larry Centers, I wouldn't worry about losing any games.
He'd have a small offensive line if he did that, though. That'd be awful tough.
In a manner of speaking.
That guy's a player. Larry Centers is a player. He was a player when he first got here, and he's just continued. He needs a little bit more beef. You got to take him home and fill him with mashed potatoes and gravy. So when they ask him to block, he's got a little more lead in his pencil.
Fill him with mashed potatoes and gravy.
Oh, yeah.
You're getting me hungry now. 1st down on the 37 after the measurement. On the delay, Ronald Moore gets to the 35, a pickup of 2. William Fuller again on the tackle. Moore coming into the game as the leading rusher. He scored a touchdown last week and gained 67 yards on 30 carries, and he may carry 25 to 30 times today. Drive started on the 29 for the Cardinals. They already have used up 5 minutes. They have run twice more than they passed and come up with a 2nd down and 8 on the Eagles' 35. Dave Atkins, the offensive coordinator for the Cardinals. And a whistle as Moore gets the call, and he is corralled in a hurry.
Look right down here. Look at it. See it, Cunningham on McMillan right there. At the end of the play, Mark McMillan came up and pushed Cunningham like, get out of my way. What do you think you are doing in here? Meanwhile, McMillan's half his size.
Right guard, moving prior to the snap, 5 yards, still 2nd down.
Ben Cohen with a false start. Tom White is our referee today. So with that penalty, it'll bring up 2nd down and 13 for the Cardinals, who have not won back-to-back games this year, coming off a win last Sunday night against the Steelers at home. 2 of their 3 wins have been in overtime. Chad Fan goes in motion. Berline getting rushed by Thomas and throws the ball away. Good backside blitz and a rush by William Thomas.
Yeah, and they came with an 8-man front, and they came with a blitz. And they singled up both receivers on the outside, and I think what happened was, right down here on Ricky Prohl, he misread it. You're going to see you got everybody up in here, and you got man-to-man on the outside. Now, look, I think he's expecting him to go up, and instead, Prohl curls inside, and they just misread each other. Now, this is the situation that the Cardinals wanted to stay out of 3rd and long.
And they brought in Gary Clark, who hasn't practiced much and has been a forgotten man for the Cardinals as the 4th wide receiver. Out of the shotgun is Berline. Under the rush, and down he goes. Penalty flag as well. Andy Harmon got there first.
Well, one of the reasons that they want to stay out of 3rd and long and stick with running the football is that the Cardinals are a weaker pass-blocking team than run-blocking team. Watch Andy Harmon, a man with the cast right inside. They'll be working on Coleman and Cunningham.
Penalty is declined. 4th down.
And see what he did was he hit the seam, and he made the offensive linemen make a decision. And when they hesitated, he broke through for the sack.
5th sack of the season for Andy Harmon. The holding penalty declined by the Eagles, and Jeff Fiegels, another former Philadelphia player, will be kicking to Jeff Seidner. But a good bit of ball control, even though the Cardinals could not get close to the Eagles. And a bad kick off the side of Fiegels' foot goes out of bounds.
Almost hit our cameraman. Our cameraman could have made a fair catch right there.
I think he signaled for one. That was a 7-yard punt. That's right, 7 yards for Fiegels. Talking to his defensive group, which held the Cardinals finally, but you can see 8.5 minutes remain in the 1st quarter. And now the Eagles will get a chance on offense for the first time in the game, and they'll start from their own 42-yard line after a 7-yard punt by Jeff Fiegels. 2 tight ends for the Eagles, with Walker and Garner in the backfield. And the handoff, play fake. Cunningham runs with the ball, and Randall Cunningham gets good yardage into Cardinal territory and a pickup of 18. Randall Cunningham, who has won 19 straight games at Veterans Stadium. Pretty impressive performance and a string going. And the offensive line, Bernard Williams, Antone Davis, David Alexander, Lester Holmes, and Broderick Thompson. Garner and Walker, the running backs. Calvin Williams and Fred Barnett, dangerous receivers, with Mark Bavaro, the tight end. And a 1st down on the Cardinal 40. Fumble. And the Cardinals recover. And Eric Swan picks up the loose ball on the first turnover of the game, and the Cardinals get another chance.
I don't know if he got the handle on that one. I don't know if he ever got the ball into his hands. No, he never really had the handle on that football. And as a result, Swan picks it up. Charlie Garner, number 25, right up there. And watch how the ball goes right in and out of his hands. Yeah. Hands are right. They just go right through it. And then Eric Swan, who had just abused the blocker in front of him, is standing right there, which picked up the fumble, and that's 1st and 10 for the Cardinals.
Only the 13th turnover by the Eagles this season. 1st down on the 46 of Philadelphia. Berline is going up top. And the pass is incomplete. Chuck Levy, a 2nd-round draft pick out of the University of Arizona, who disappointed earlier in camp, and getting a chance with his speed was downfield.
Well, there's a reason why Chuck Levy's in down here. Remember we talked about Michael Zordich, how they wanted to match him up. Here's what they do. They come out, they go slot double, and they make the safety have to cover him down below. Now, he runs right by with his speed of Zordich, but from the inside he gets some help, and actually the ball was overthrown. But what they wanted to do is isolate Zordich, and